Gone to the electric company. Oh, my lights are shut off. But here go my baby Ab.
Really wasn't in danger of being eliminated. And
say, our side or tell the truth.
Isn't he
Yo,
so
like
cute?
y'all didn't see me.
We
Yo,
had a date, a group date. They did not show.
Damn.
And in that
for real.
Interaction at all.
Never.
was really them having conversations and then them choosing just to show like
Date.
facial.
Okay. And that's no shade, no fade. So I think you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, I live my life great. Like, I'm a great
do, but it's real quick. So we're doing real quick.
With that scene and everything, of course, there was a lot of stuff that was cut out.
Love that. I love
You're
that.
not communicating with
so
them. So that's when I said that.
do whatever you want. When you're in the
a lot of things happening.
You know, I need an acting job or something. They gotta give me something for that, right?
Like, go back to high school. I don't have time for these bullshit ass
years
games.
alignment, and then coming on
Yo,
screen,
do you remember taking this picture and some dude pulls up?
like,
in a black
saying my
sports
opinion. And then I was
She's
like,
gonna
oh,
try
I
to come back and like she's gonna be like, I would scare
You never give us. I think you did give us an amount the last time. I spent this
You can
much
either
amount of money.
find a location and go pick up the product.
this way. No, I don't mean like that. I mean like he was just like,
Because she did know. Of course, we got.
You hold me down if you like my people and you really and not really.
because we have to look at it like
some stuff could be happening with David and Liz. We was like, oh,
okay. So and I'm
this to me is my favorite cast. Not to offend anybody else,
Didn't
but
like say it's something about her. I can't put my finger. We never thought we do, and we did it, and we made
like,
it. And
like we said too, they probably didn't. Well, I don't. Well, okay, I don't.
find it. Well, it was cute and what was funny. It's
Y'all be
prettier.
nice. If you can scroll
It's
up
amazing.
for me.
Watching reality show, since people of color,
And not be there. So everybody is different.
I'm
but
dating
yeah,
him too. I don't think she knew he kissed me. So that day,
First Miami season.
happen over the course of film.
Yeah. About each cast.
You know, my HBCU, Alabama A&M homecoming.
yes, to hide it. Everyone knows that. So, welcome to my show. Finally in person. Don't she look cute? She is so little, y'all. Okay.
You know, if he has to go do something in Atlanta or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna go there with her. You know,
Okay.
so
You're going to, especially since this is on a large platform like TV, you are going to figure out whose buttons you can press, and and
Handsome man.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
Why I'm gonna ask you this starting out. You are a very handsome man, so no shades, nobody else. I swear to God, there's no
I
shade.
think is that VH1? It's
Wait, CBS?
CBS.
Yes,
I was like, it's something.
Viacom, yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to Kamish Reviews. I have a special guest, Mr. Orange, Fresh and Clean. I just call him Smooth Criminal. Jonathan's in the building. I am really happy to have this conversation in person. First of all,
agree. Chaz is giving me solid brotherly advice. Well, can we talk about that at some point?
No, I want to get into
because
that.
people are giving me hell.
Why?
For speaking about your conversation with Coach. Unwavering dedication to mission. You read the very essence of unity, your vulnerabilities, and your truth. Today I consider an appreciation of your rating. Thank you for your indelible, amazing, very valid TV. Long live the free American TV. It's doing this show service and the rich love.
We're on reality TV. I think you're just going to pedal. If you're going to pedal them, we're just running on top of it. Yes, we got to get her now.
Gentlemen.
Come on. Okay, give up flowers.
This is what I'm talking about. Get your flowers, girl.
And this I was given to by the Kings of Dallas. to this day, I have it by my computer to remind me of why I'm the queen of reality TV, because I am that girl. What's up, King?
What's up, Queen? And it's heavy, right? Tell the truth.
Oh my God, it is. You saw when I put down, it was and I'm smaller now, but then it was a lot more bigger. But yeah, it's way heavier. So as you can see, guys, you saw Chaz, who was on. I haven't played the intro in a long time, but first of all, you see how many interviews I've done. That's only a small part of it. But Chaz was one of them, and how he honored me at the end. And I always put at the very end is just a nice little touch at the very end of this. So it's just me and Chaz tonight. Some of you guys like it with just us too. It doesn't really matter. But we're gonna get into this.
It's just us.
Mm-hmm. I didn't because Fridays are hard for a lot of the ladies. They're really good on Saturdays. Some people be outside. Fernando, it's a struggle. All right, so I want to start. Wait, are you mad at just us? Oh my God, they love.
No. I was just I like the dynamics of the other ladies too, though.
Of course, I do too. Erica and Ebby bring just a different thing to the whole thing, so I do love. But Ebby, she mostly is really good on Saturdays. It's holiday season, so you already know I'm on the grind, so I'm working every weekend, so I just can't do it. All right, we have the group. Okay, I will say with this show, I'm not gonna say this show was a like a womp 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 or whatever. It was an okay episode. My background like this. Hold on, it was a little okay. It wasn't like. I think next week's episode is gonna be a little more. If you from the preview that I saw, okay. So at the beginning of this episode, we have the group date. Christina did end up going home. Now, she seems surprised by it. Why do you think that is?
Because she honestly believes there's nothing wrong with her approach and her views on money, and how that equates to if a man gives her money, then he can be with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's equated, like money is her God.
I don't think she said that now, but
well, yeah, no. If she says, "In order to be with me, you got to take care of me," that comes to wives and fiancés, not a woman I met after 2 weeks.
I understand your point. That's a valid point. Yes, fiancés and wives usually get the type of treatment, but like I said before, and she kind of reiterated, from the way she grew up, she expects that type of treatment. Maybe her timing is not that great. She should wait until there's more foundation and things of that nature. But I think she just thinks, if I like you, like me, attracted to me, you gotta buy me a $300 massage. That's it. So let's see. Also, Nicole, who is it? Nicole has the group date, correct? No. Nicole reveals she did, but she spoke about having the baby, which I didn't think. This show was actually, a lot of people got emotional. I feel like, the women in this episode, just a little emotion there, because she spoke about the fact that she thought she did not want children, which is a really heavy topic, but decided, yeah. Vince also, who for me watching it as a blogger, as a whatever, Vince, he gave me the F boy. I'm sorry, he did in the beginning. Comedy aside, seeing him being vulnerable after the whole "who you calling her," was pretty. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I like the statement that he made about his daughter when he said that. She said, like, "Dad, it's like we're raising you." Because the reason why it touched me, because when I was a child, I remember having a similar. I don't remember the exact words, obviously, but a similar conversation with my dad about, he was so young when he had us. It's like he'd been raised, And so when she said that, I was like, she's very insightful for one, and for him to reveal that to her, I thought was pretty cool. So I'll give him that. What's your thoughts about that? I know you're a fan of Vance.
I thought it was a beautiful moment. I haven't written anyone off this show yet. Maybe Christina, but like no one else. But so I get he fumbled with that word. I think he's learned from it, and I think there's nothing like learning a lesson on national TV. So I don't think he's really going to say that kind of stuff again. But that story that he shared about his daughters, recognizing that in this moment of fatherhood, he's learning too. I thought that was a very powerful, compassionate story, and it, to me, just adds to the dynamics of who Vince is as he's brought himself to this show.
Right. He also told Nicole to let go, because she was getting emotional. Of course, she said she was to have a child now, and he's saying you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, because like having a kid, you don't really know what's going to happen. I've had three, raised three, and it's a lot. I'm sorry, it for anyone who has children, Chaz, it is a lot, but it's the best feeling in the world. So I will say that ultimately, in my entire life, I love that I have my children. So what he said, it did touch me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and the advice that he gave Nicole was also sane and good advice, also. Um, so he showed his vulnerable side. I think we need to see that from Vince. So then we go to Donna and Steven. She's very, very smart. She mentioned that she got her master's. I believe she said she got her master's, right? Um, after she was just trying to find herself. She's a very astute individual. I'm not sure if she has any matches there. Sometimes I feel like she's a little too intense, not in a bad way, not an egghead, but she's very, very smart and in tune with what she wants. And not everybody can handle that, if you get my drift. What do you think about Miss Donna and Steven?
I like her.
I like her too. I like her too.
Yeah. Do I think her guy is there? Ooh,
right.
No. Not from what I've seen so far of the men, but that could change. Like some of the guys they barely really showed.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
But so far, no, I don't really see it. But I mean, I think she's a beautiful woman. I think I love her intellect. I love the way that she's carrying herself. She's not arrogant. She's not overconfident. She's just the right amount of subtleness in terms of her ego. And I hope she does well in this process. We'll see.
Steven says he likes Ashley. And, she says she's like a man with a bruised ego because he mentioned he fell in love with this girl at first sight. And then she ghosted him. And she's just like, that's a turnoff. Man up, whatever. She says the confessional later on. We'll talk about that later. But I don't know how you feel about that because he's saying that you can speak to this because you've been the process. He said in this process, I have to talk to females that I'm not attracted to or I'm not interested in. Maybe I should say that instead. And I'm being forced to. He has an issue with that. To me, collectively, it's like the girls feel like he's whining. What are your thoughts about that? Being through the process like this?
I mean, I had my own moment of being overwhelmed in this process. I don't think what he said was like, I completely connected with that because I'm like, yeah, it's overwhelming. And that's if if you're just like a person of like good nature, I think you're going to be overwhelmed because you are forced to interact with all of the ladies, get all of their numbers, communicate with each of them every day, plus work your damn jobs, your personal relationships. Like it's a lot. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I think he told the truth right there.
Damn, I had a feeling you were gonna laugh on that. By the way, guys, I do have my Christmas gear on. I can't show you my shoes because my shoe. Wait, hold on. I can't show it to you. I just didn't feel like getting it. So I'm so Grinched out right now. Holiday, I don't know. I'm just.
Did you get that? Did you get that Grinch Happy Meal?
I don't eat out. Good and well. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat processed food. No, but I did go get some stuff from my boss because she doesn't Grinch. Okay, so Bello and Lauren. This was an interesting conversation, and I say that because Lauren wants to know Bello, and I love Lauren. Like, look, we haven't really, so let's have a nice. And it was a beautiful setting. The boat, the drinks, I loved it. The lime, it was just a colorful colors when blowing. It was a great setup to me. And Bella revealed he has a 1-year-old child through one night stand. When he first said, I was like, ooh, he's gonna be on chopping block. But the way he broke it down, I was like, hey, I can't do nothing but respect Bello. Because for one thing, he didn't have to tell her so much, but he did. It's like my mission is to find somebody, to find love. And if you have a question, I have an answer. What are your thoughts about that? Because I thought that this was gonna be his knife in the coffin, like,
No, I thought it was safe. Like,
no. I like what he responded with it. I'm saying when he first initially said, because you saw her face, and he was like, "Okay, you running away now?" No. He asked her this. He said, "You running away now?" Because she did make a face, kind of like what?
Right. No, she did. But no, what I was saying, not for Lauren, right?
Right.
But for Bello, his story made sense. Like if you're following this story the way he explained it, it adds up. One night stand, surprise. Oh, you have a kid, meets the kid, connects with the kid, and they only have a strictly co-parenting relationship going forward. That last point right there made that whole story true to me. So like, I think he's just being genuine and authentic, open. He's definitely being transparent and forthcoming. And like, that's everything that women want to see.
Mm-hmm. I think that is a hard pill to swallow for a man to say, I had a one night stand and she called me up and said, hey guy, you got a kid, right? Because the baby is very young. A year? Like if you're dating somebody and this man has children, someone won't date a man that has a child that's under 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or whatever, because they feel that they're still close to the mother of the child. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. Now with the one night stand, he may not even look at her like that. And so when Lauren asked the question, like, is it a possibility or whatever, he was kind of straight up. He was like, no, it's straight co-parenting. And it's important to me to be a father. You could tell he's new father, by the way, the words he speak, navigating through all this. But it didn't sound like he's smashing the baby mama. It just didn't give. They gave to me, this is a new journey for me. My only concern is my child. That's what I got from the whole conversation. And I think it's what Lauren got from that as well. And I think Lauren passed it on to the ladies in the house, even though Dominique was like, oh, snap, he got a baby? A whole baby. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the next conversation. Can you imagine Dominique and Bello? Come on, that's on top. And he didn't mention the kid. I will say, and I'm going to ask you this, how early is it to reveal, especially as a man, that you have a child? Most mothers reveal they have children immediately unless they're trash. No shade. So I'm asking this. Come on, Chaz.
So, new father here. My Nana told me not to tell anyone until we were 5 months. So she's 91. I listened to her. Most people didn't find out until the fifth month
That's
pregnancy.
Chaz,
What are you talking about?
Oh,
you mean at a date? Oh, my bad. My bad.
Chaz, that's different. Because your mama right, your Nana right. That's my mama told me the same thing when I was pregnant with my each of my children. It's for us, Louisiana is like bad luck. You don't reveal because God forbid, you just don't talk about it until yes. So she's correct. It's a different reason for that. No. What I'm saying is he has a 1-year-old child, and we're just not hearing it. I'm not sure how many weeks they've been talking. I don't know. But what I'm saying is dating somebody. How early is it? Should you, as a man? Because as I stated, women reveal immediately. I have 3 kids. I got 5 kids, whatever. To reveal that you have children.
So I hope to never be in a situation like this.
Oh,
but
same.
If I were in a situation like that, I would be forthcoming. I'm hella proud of my son.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm not going to conceal that at all.
So that's the part that I don't understand. And I get you are getting to know people and understand that, but you're not showing your child to this person. You're not introducing your child to your baby. So I don't understand why that wasn't revealed, because even Vince, he was talking about his kid, I think the first or second episode. I'm gonna give him that respect. So that's the part that I don't understand. I don't really get that. So I'm not sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, but also understand, like, we don't really know if they didn't disclose this at the first meetup, right? Because of editing. We only saw what they edited us to see. But they could have shared that up, day one.
Chaz, no woman in that when she revealed it at the elimination, the women were gagged. Dominique, who was his top, and she is Bella is her top, was like, and Dominique is very, I'm trying to say this, she's very stoic. Not a whole lot, like almost like a robot, not a lot of emotion. No, I love because her outfit was bad today. She just really, she just kind of be a certain way. But when she said that he had a little girl, she actually reacted, and she knew she does not. She keeps everything straight, makeup straight, poised, all the things, no turn, no. That's how, to me, that's what it gives. But she reacted not through voice, because even when they all cried, not all, but when they got emotional, you saw her face, not one tear. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I watched everybody. Not one tear, not one emotion, nothing. She was just like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let me say that. I want to make sure people understand me. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Everybody has their own personality. I actually like Dom the more I watch her. But I say all that to say that for her to react even a little bit, that means she didn't know. Even the girls, I rewound it. All the girls kind of like, when they heard about the little girl. Again, I love that he's proud of his child. I just don't understand why he didn't say it to his tops, which was Ashley and Dom before this. And you told Lauren, who you really don't have, you just starting to get to know her. That's all I'm saying. You don't agree? I know you don't. We disagreed a lot this season. I see that. All right. So Dom and Carday, I actually liked their dates, minus the Backstreet Boys. How are you in Motown Sound? And the survey questions are bye, 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 bye. It gave that. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that was whack.
I'm like, you're doing Backstreet Boys, and I'm like, why did we get set me free? Why don't you or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something we know.
I mean, the Supremes. I just was like, what? I was confused by the whole situation. So it was a setup. It was trash. But at the end of it, I loved how their conversation to me was good. And even the last time they were together, his arm around her, I thought it was very organic. I liked them together. The difference is, instead of him being like, who's that? Devin tried to kiss her. He was like, I want to kiss her, but he was very respectful and he didn't embarrass himself, which I'm really happy about. I just liked them together. What are your thoughts?
Devin and
Dom, yes. He wins. He did.
It's a connection to stay on the show a week longer, I suppose.
I cannot.
I'm not buying this connection at all.
Oh, no.
I'm not.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, we all know we want to make it to the end, and you got to have multiple connections, and I think that's just what this is. I don't believe this for 1 second.
On whose part? Hers or his? I think he likes her.
Well, I think they like each other for the process, but like if the process will end soon, right? And then it's real life again.
Yeah, they have point. Yeah, you're right.
That's not going to work for real life, and they know that. Like,
wow. I didn't think about that. I do think about it on some time, but I thought they had a cute connection. But I don't know. He tripped me out. So he did ask her your last relationship. She said 18 months ago, married. As a man, how would you feel about that? That you literally was married to, and it doesn't matter that he's a celebrity. Just say take that out of it. 18 months ago, you literally was married. Would that be like red flag? What do you? I mean,
18 months ago is a long time ago.
It really is not, but okay.
I mean, but if she's healed and she's prepared to like give her heart to someone else, like there's no time limit on that. He could have been a jerk to her for all we know. She could have been like, thank God this is over with. So like, I don't think it was that long ago. I mean, I think it's enough time to move on.
Okay. Darius, oh my goodness, that's my boy there. But let's go ahead and break down the chinchilla of it all. He brings his. Let me see. I'm sorry. My words. His love language is giving gifts. I told you that before behind the scene. That's he didn't say that to me, but I could tell. That's his love language is to bring gifts and it's yours too. I know it is yours for a fact.
Yeah.
So I know, and nothing is wrong with that, right? So when he came in with the bottle, and Laura, who's very independent, she's an independent woman. And he was the only one that brought a gift, as you could see. He brought the bottle, and she was like, "How'd you know my favorite?" He said, "I listened to what you said." And when he said that, I was like, I like that for her, but for her, maybe she felt it was a gimmick or kind of this is not deep enough, not real. What did you think about that?
Why do you think she felt this was a gimmick?
You didn't hear what she said? When he gave her the bottle, she was like, I don't know about Darius. It's like I'm trying to get deeper. And I could just tell she didn't like the fact that he gave her that wine bottle. Like she was like, I'm trying to find. She talked about him the whole time. Did you watch that scene?
I did, but I think she's frustrated, right? So like Darius clearly is paying attention to her. He's reading her at this point. He gave her a gift gave her a bottle of wine, like a bottle that she really enjoys. I don't think she can say the same thing about him yet, and that's frustrating to her. Like, so she wants to go a little bit deeper than, where they've been so that she can kind of read him too.
I hate this. So I hate this so much. I'm happy we're almost done. But because my headphones wasn't charged, and I hate these headphones. Hold on, we're going to go to the other channel so I can hear it. So I think, and I'm hoping I was kind of hearing what you were saying. She's frustrated with him. Yes, she is. But the thing of it is, she's frustrated because she don't feel like that he is showing. It's all surface level. Like if you understand, like surface, it's not like he's going
Yeah.
deep.
She
Because
wants to
even
peel back.
when
Yeah.
if you think about it, and well, her start of her conversation, she said this in her confessional. She said, "Darius, I'm just, I'm not understanding. Div's not being consistent. So I want to talk with him." Shannon was there. I love Mr. Shannon, by the way. She does give Michelle Obama vibe, by the way. I love her. So when they all had when they all had their story, because she was like, "Hey, let's talk about something revealing," because obviously she doesn't want to go. You could tell she was kind of not saying rush, but she had something else to do. And Shannon, her story was like, I was like, damn, because she said that she actually fell at her graduation because she had I don't know the name of the disease. I don't want to mispronounce it. And she revealed it, and to be honest, you can tell there is some kind of thing with her face, but she's still a gorgeous woman regardless of what. To be honest, and I love that for her revealing things as a black woman, any woman really that might have deformities or have different things is difficult, and she's just stood in her truth. I respect Shannon so much for that. I always have, by the way. Darius said when he goes to school, all the girls line up to kiss his hand. I said, "There's why? Would that be the story that you tell?" When this woman's talking about falling on her face, Lawrence talk about how parents are getting along. David is speaking about that his parents
Divorce. Yeah.
had difficulties, fault, and things like that. Darius' story did not fit in that pie. It just didn't. And then when she was like, what? He was like, "Oh yeah, my mom felt the same way." She was like, no, you can't do that. He got divorced. But I love Darius again, but I gotta be real. The story sounded like very, like kind of arrogant ego. I'm not saying he's that person because I don't think he is, but I just think I'm getting to know you. We're in a group date and we're having these intimate conversations, especially at this point of the journey. That story did not work. I'm sorry. I, I'm sorry. I just
Well,
thought it was.
do you
And I
think
was like, I
maybe
wanted to say so bad, child. Can you please don't do that? Give me your opinion. I'm listening to it on my phone. So go ahead. I got hit mute.
he just didn't feel like being vulnerable? Like this is week 3. Week 3, you're not really sure if you really want to open up in that setting, like so maybe he just played it safe. Did you hear that? Hello? Queen, what are you doing? Hello?
You said maybe Chaz, you're listening a little bit delayed. So I'm watching you on my phone and then anyway. Play this safe.
Wait, yeah, I think he played it safe.
I can see that. But still, he did kind of reveal something about his mother, and he got emotional when Shannon had her party, which I thought was a beautiful moment. But to follow up with the story that the girls kissed my hand and something about King Darius, I was like, sir, no, that was I don't think so.
Well, you got to understand, he's very image conscious, right?
Like, hold on.
So
So you say he's very image conscious, and it's not bad. My headphones were dead. I can't help it. Anyway, you know I'm very real to people. You said that he's image conscious, and I get all that. Actually he is. We spoke. His fashion, his image, that stuff is very, very important to him, Chaz. I do agree with that, and I understand that. But, and I'm not saying the story is like horrible. I'm not saying that, but to me, I just feel like in this setting where everyone's breaking down these emotional things, I just think that wasn't. It just wasn't a good time for me. I'm sorry, it wasn't a good time to tell that particular story. Now, with that being said, I know you said that Nicole, you didn't really see her connection, but Nicole and Ed, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to see where not Nicole and Ed, they met 15 years ago. And I feel like Nicole was holding on so tight to the relationship. And I kept saying, I don't see it. I saw, even in the beginning, Chaz, to be honest, I just didn't see it for Nicole and Ed. I wanted to see her with somebody else. And it bothered me so bad at the end. When she got so emotional, that bothered me. Because I'm
I
sitting here saying to
mean,
myself, damn, like, were you in love with him in 15 years ago? And I'm not saying this in a bad way when I say damn, but I was like, were you in love with him 15 years ago? Because I've seen Rich Love since the very first season. And when she sat down and started to cry, I said, wait, dang, what is happening? You are already crying I said, this is crazy to me. And so I'm trying to wonder, has this been and so to me, when Nicole was sitting there with Ed and she asked him, I can't remember what she asked him. She said something about they were just having emotional conversations. She was revealing some stuff, and he was just like, "Oh, I think she said asking about something about being hurt years ago." He was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I don't really hurt." I'm sitting there saying to myself, as soon as he did that, I said she thought it was a turnoff. She was like, I can't deal with it. And she said, I will not date someone, or just in particular, she said, I will not date somebody who won't open up. And I can understand that. How can I have a conversation with you and you cannot open up? I can't deal with it. You flip over to Ashley and Bello, and you see Ashley gets so emotional about mental illness. I actually DM'd her tonight because I wanted to reach out to her because to me, that's like the way she got so emotional to me was it touched me. Not because she got emotional. But she had to watch somebody go through mental illness. And she didn't, of course she didn't get into detail of who and all the things, but it affected her so bad that she cried twice on this episode. And it was hard for me to watch. Mental illness for people of colors, it's very important to me. It's a conversation that people avoid. It's a conversation people think that, oh, go to church, pray. We've had this talk before, you and me, behind the scenes and on the live, that people of color do not believe in therapy. And for her to be so open about, like, look, and for her to say that she doubted herself, and know she's strong, but doesn't always feel like that. That's what made me DM her tonight to say, girl, I was literally, it just touched me. It did, as a woman, because I mean, even though people see me as a very strong woman, a lot of people do trust. You've had your moments where you doubt yourself. I don't care how strong you are, and I've had those moments. And when she said it and revealed it twice, now mind you, General DeBello, the part that I like is when Bello said, "Give me your hands." He didn't say too much, and people think you have to do a lot of stuff. But when Bello said, "Give me your hands," I got you. Literally all that he said. Support doesn't have to be a whole lot. The way he reacted was
growing
such
up.
a king-like situation. Twice tonight, Bello to me showed me two king-like with the baby conversation and then with this. So now I'm gonna hit mute. I want to hear what you guys say. Go ahead.
No, I think Bello showed up, and that's what women want to feel. They want to understand that in their moment of vulnerability or even at their frustration, that you're going to be there. And he showed up and he was there for her. Queen.
See, I know exactly what you said as far as him showing up. You're that type of dude. People in my life, the men around me, that's the type of dude that they are. My dad was that type of guy. And Billo doesn't get that to me. And I think that because people online are really trashing Darius because of his, his coats and calling him a pimp. He even said on my channel, they calling him pimp online. I mean, you know for yourself, you've been dragged, group, whatever. You've been there, done that. And he's being dragged in the group. And yes, people tell me, not that I'm in that crap, thank God. But
Tell
other
him,
than that, sorry, I went too far. Other than that, people are dragging him like other places, whether it be TikTok, whatever, talking about his coat, the pimp thing. And it's like, you know, if a man has a okay, go ahead. Let me mute myself.
Hey, Darius, if you're being harassed, if you're having issues of defamation and libel, I have the perfect attorney for you. I too experienced that, and those videos are
Y'all need
gone.
to have a conversation because
They
I
play with the wrong people
I did.
sometimes.
I told much a flower. I said you need to hit Chaz up because there was a scene that I told you. I already told you behind the scenes. Well, I told you about this, but see, I told him, I said, you need to talk to Chaz. He had a whole flower situation. I'm sorry, rose situation where the women online was going crazy. I was like, okay, I get it, but I don't get it. It's not that deep. But women were mad at this dude because it's flower. It was rose. I'm just like, I don't understand. So I do want to talk about, because for the first time in this history, they surprised me with the elimination. I was actually surprised. I don't
Why?
know why I was though, but because I thought, not like Christina, who thought I got some connections, girl, I ain't going nowhere. I knew she was going to the house, but with oh, first of all, Dom's outfit was giving. My God, I said she is a gorgeous woman. That whatever Detroit clothes and outfits, I'm trying to tell you, I saw as a person, they do not play. I was recording people coming in that wasn't even part of the show. Why? Because their outfit was crazy. Not in a bad way. Anyway, well, a little bit, some people, but most people was given. It's given. They feel Chris cries too much, which I kind of agree. He does whine a lot for a man. I'm sorry. Nicole cries, like I spoke before about the whole situation. Ashanti, she's talking to Chris. Ashanti is hilarious. The first thing he said, my top five. I'm like, she said top five is crazy. I was like, what is going on? I just felt Chris, it was too much. As you stated, overstimulated. He even said it was just a lot. It was just whatever. So it'd be double elimination for Chris and for Jesus Christ. What's I can't think of the child name. Nicole's Ed. Ed and them had to go. And I honestly think that it was a good thing. So because I think it was time for both of them to go for different reasons. Now, I want you to give me your thoughts, your final thoughts, because I think the next episode it's gonna be very spicy. We had the X's, but it's gonna be Detroit X's. It's gonna be different, I think. I don't know why I feel gonna be different. So give me your thoughts about where they are. Because I feel like in this process, how they're doing this season, it's almost, I don't want to say doing it right. I don't want to do too much, give them too much credit, but it's different. I don't know if Dallas kind of whooped them into shape. Yeah, I was like, look, this is no. It just seems different to process. Give me your final thoughts, and I'll give you mine, and I'll listen to yours later on. But I just
Well, this
you
season, this
experienced it.
season is different.
Dallas was a
Like
little bit wild, but
because
I mean, it
this
was.
season is different
Don't
because like they
Detroit.
have
It's
the
just
diary cams that they never
I don't
had
know what's happening.
before.
Give me your thoughts. I'm just being honest. I love Dallas. Love Dallas. I live here.
No, what I was saying is this season is different. They have these new diary cams that, kind of get people's feelings right after a date or a moment. And they're recording those moments and they're putting that as part of the episode. So they're doing something different this season for sure.
Okay, my phone thoughts is this. My phone thoughts is this. I'm sorry, y'all. My headphone plugged up, but I make it work. It don't matter. I gotta go back and listen to what Chad said because I'm actually curious. But I want to make sure that I was completely like just sober for this because I really wanted to talk about this episode because of the mental illness in our community. I don't know. It's always been a topic for me where I feel like it's just not talked about it. I've talked about it on my channel more than one time because it is important to me. And I just have to give a shout out to Own and Ashley for talking about it in depth and kind of get into it. And it's not hiding from it. So I have to give them that. Okay. I feel like that Own is trying to grow up a little bit. In this season, I'm seeing that. It took over how many years, how many seasons, but we'll leave it there. That you kind of had to come into your own and see that the cast of this show, some people are actually there to find love. Let them try. Chris needs to go home because Chris was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to different women that I don't like. Even though the process is exactly that. and it didn't make any sense, the things that he was saying. But with that being said, I'm loving this season. I love this episode. Like I said, it's not a flash in the pants. I think the next episode gonna be a little spicier, but I don't have to have spice to enjoy the episode. I don't have to have drama or a fight to enjoy the episode. I'm gonna give a shout out to Vince, even though me and Vince, I did love the vulnerable side that I saw of him tonight, talking about his child. Because like I said, my dad, I was a daughter to a father who was he was everything, and so I did love that. I love to talk about the children in the beginning of the episode when Nicole was getting emotional about talking about having her own child. I loved how Chad spoke about his journey with his fatherhood. That touched me as well, because it's he's in the age group. He's here. He's of course married, but he was on the show. Y'all understand? Chad literally was just on the show, and this man has a whole family. And so, watching these people on this show, you have to understand this stuff can actually happen, whether it be people on the show or maybe somebody outside the show. I want you to see all points of that. And when Chad speaks about things, wonderful, I respect her so much. You have a baby, and it's so new and everything else. Now, you killed me when you said Nana said don't say anything. I said, sir, that's not what I told you. But anyway, we did not agree. If you are a parent, the first thing out of your mouth on a date should be, I have a kid. And I'm saying this coming from the age of 49 years old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should, Bello, I love you. And I feel like Bello is navigating. And I can tell it's new. It was a part of my game plan. And I'm going to give him that. And respectfully, that's got to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? You've been down here doing, I'm Bello boss dating, and all of a sudden, hey, you got a baby. You have to give him that grace. So with that being said, I will be live next Friday again, and then after that it will be a Saturday. I'm sorry, y'all, it's the holidays. My boss got me working like crazy. It is what it is. But of course, my brother came up here and talked this talk. He has great commentary. Y'all love when he comes up here, and this is actually good for him to be here, because there's a lot of male conversations that I need him to respond to, a lot of questions, a lot of things that was stated on this episode that I needed a male to respond to. So thank you, Chaz. I appreciate you. And y'all, I'm very proud of him, by the way. He navigating through Pampers and diapers right now. Okay. That's his journey. Okay. 2 a.m. Somebody crying. What's happening? Who gonna get up? I'm still asleep. Let me stop. I've done that.
I love it.
Both of us here crying. You know he's still crying. I guess I'll go. I've had 3 kids and done 3 times. It's just crazy. The first one is always precious and different. In the first baby, you were buying Pampers, cuddle, all wrapping them up. By the 3rd and 4th child, you're buying love and throwing the baby in the corner and say, "Sit down, leave me alone." Like, and telling the older child, who's all of 5, go help a baby out the car seat and go protect his diaper. I'm 5, Mom. You got it. Dude, stop. All right, y'all. With that being said, y'all just Queen Reviews, the Queen of Reality TV. Make sure you guys go check out my 2 interviews I did with Bel Air, who just actually they wrapped the final episode, and Will Smith actually did a guest appearance in the final episode. I actually interviewed the parents. Please, very insightful interviews. Go and check those out. What's coming up? We got, oh my God, why can't I think of the name of it? I can't think. I'm gonna blank. I'm tired. I've been working for 10 hours, 12, 11 hours, so I'm just done. That being said, Commission Reviews, Queen Reality TV. Bye. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the Queen of Reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is.